Hi everyone, welcome to our presentation of the Social Media Post Analytics website done by the team Data Alchemists.
Kunal Sharan from Shiv Nadi University, Noida, myself Ipshita Kar from Shiv Nadi University, Chennai, and Sanskar Sugandhi from Shiv Nadi University, Noida again.
In today's digital world, social media is not just a platform for connection, it's a powerful tool for personal branding, business growth, and also audience engagement. But with so much data flowing in from likes, comments, and shares and views, how do you make sense of all this data? That's where a social media analyzer comes in. So, first of all, why do you need a social media analyzer? First, we need to track the performance. We need to understand which posts are working and which posts aren't, so that we get a clear view of your top performing content to replicate the success. Second is optimizing strategy. By analyzing the engagement matrix, you can fine tune your content strategy to connect better with your niche audience. And thirdly, to save time and effort. A good social media analyzer gives you quick and actionable insights without spending hours manually analyzing your posts and performance. Let's quickly get into the engagement matrix, the visual analytics, the filtering options, and sentiment trend analysis. These are the key features of our website. Firstly, starting from the engagement matrix. As you can see, that our website tracks essential engagement metrics like total likes, total comments, total shares, total views. These numbers help the users to evaluate their overall social media performance just at a glance, allowing the content creators and social media managers to get a comprehensive overview of their activity. Secondly comes the visual analytics. One of the most exciting features is the engagement matrix, the interactive charts that visualizes the likes by the post type. For instance, you can quickly see that a video post generates the most engagement, followed by the user-generated posts and then the poll posts. This helps you understand which types of content resonate the most with your audience. Next comes the very unique and innovative approach that we have adapted for this website, which is the filter options. So, to make it even more useful, the website allows filtering by post types, such as if I just delete one of this, my metrics will change in my social media post analytics. For example, if I delete user generated, you can see a quick change in the visual analytics and the total likes, comments, and shares. So, you can focus on most relevant data. These filters help you tailor your content strategy for specific types of posts. And finally comes the sentiment and trend analysis. The sentiment analysis gives you an overview of how your audience feels about your content. So over here, what you have to just do is, suppose I just type in as a basic starter to content or social media, if I just type in what type of content has the most engagement. Let's check it out. So based on the provided data, posting a reel or behind the scenes video appears to be the most effective content type for better engagement, as they have the highest number of shares and views. So this is a chat history, which is again a unique feature, so you can just come back and see your chat history as well. Let's move on to the tech stack. We've used Streamlit and Langflow.
Hello everyone, I'm Sanskar. Today I'm excited to walk you through an innovative workflow that leverages Langflow, Grok, and a scalable vector database, namely AstraDB, to analyze data and generate valuable insights through this RAG Langflow model. So let's start with Langflow. It's a powerful tool for building data pipelines visually. So here we have two distinct pipelines, and I'll explain each one of them step by step. First of all, I'll zoom in for some clarity. Okay, so here's the first pipeline having three components, and we begin by loading a file, our social media CSV data, with some metrics like number of comments, number of likes, shares, etc. This data is then split into chunks to enable for better processing. Chunk size is set to 1000 with an overlap of 200 to ensure that no context is lost when the data is broken down. So here's the data. So this is the entire data that we're using. Next, these chunks are transformed into embeddings. Here we are using Astra Vectorize, and we have NVIDIA as our embedding provider, and the NV Embed QA model for embedding the data, which will convert the data text into numerical representations, enabling efficient analysis and similarity matching. And then this data will be stored into the AstraDB database using this component.
By DataStax DB, which is a scalable NoSQL database and handles massive amounts of data from multiple social media platforms. This ensures fast, effortless data processing and real-time analysis, no matter how large your audience is growing.
Okay, so moving on to the database. Here we are using the AstraDB database, and this is the overview part of the page. It shows some key metrics like total throughput and the number of requests. So let's move to the Data Explorer section of the page, and we can see that the data got stored after running the first flow. So this is the stored data. So this is the data with the embeddings, and we have kept the dimension set to 1024 and the similarity function is set to cosine. So this is the second pipeline, and the embeddings which we generated in the first pipeline are stored into the database with database name RACDB and collection name social media data. So this is done to ensure that the embeddings are stored efficiently for retrieval in downstream tasks. And when a user submits a query to the system, it searches the vector database for the most relevant context. And then the retrieved data is passed to this parse data component, which uses this template for converting the data to plain text. Then this converted data is then passed to prompt with having a prompt template. So this prompt template is having this context variable and question variable, and it combines the retrieved context with the user's query. So we are also having this additional memory variable, which is actually this component, the message history component, which stores everything that the conversation has. So it will store all the messages of the conversation. Then using Grok's model for inference, the system generates insights or responses based on the query and relevant context. And then the generated response is then displayed through this chat output. Okay, so let's experiment in the playground and start a new chat. I have prepared some questions in Notepad, which I'll be asking the chatbot. So here the entire second flow is running, and it's retrieving the relevant context from the database along with the user's query, and it's giving a response. So the post type with higher engagement rates than carousel posts are reel, influencer collaboration, highlights reel, and survey. So this answers the question. Now I'll ask the second question. So can you tell me the post type with the minimum number of likes? So it has generated the response, and the post type with the minimum number of likes is infographic.
In the backend, I'm integrating Langflow chatbot using its API point through request library. Here is the chatbot function and the chatbot response function where we pass the user input, and by sending a post request to the API, we are collecting the response from the chatbot to the user. The front end of this chatbot and the website is integrated using Streamlit and its chat components, as you can see.
Finally, I just want to say that project in the level SuperMind Hackathon led by notable figures like Hitesh Chaudhary and Ranveer Allahabadia and many more. So our challenge was mostly to simulate and analyze social media engagement data using tools like DataStack, AstraDB, and ChatGPT for powerful insights. So in conclusion, what I would like to say is that this is a website which is perfect tool for anyone aiming to level up their social media game, whether you're managing a personal brand or a business or simply just curious about how social media works. From a detailed engagement insights to powerful backend technologies like Langflow and DataStack, this website has everything you need to make informed and data-driven decisions. Thank you so much for your time, and signing off as Team Data Alchemists.